Alright, I am starting a new video today on April 22nd, and I gotta always do my little intro here because not everyone gets to watch all my videos. But I currently live in St. Paul, Minnesota. I live in a city in a neighborhood called Como Park, and for the last 2 years I've been going around and filming all the dying trees in my neighborhood. Currently, what's going on here is the city of St. Paul, the government, the newspapers, mainstream media, is telling everyone in Minnesota and St. Paul in particularly that there is this ash tree disease, and that is why all these particular ash trees are dying, when in reality, all the trees are slowly dying. And this will be another video documenting that and showing you that. Unlike many other places where chemtrails and the toxic aerosols are their main weapon, here in St. Paul, Minnesota, their main weapon are the cooling towers. And what they are doing is there are various businesses on the ground. I can find at least 10 within a 3-4 mile radius from where I live. And what these places do is they pump the atmosphere full of this artificially created moisture. Huge amounts of steam come out of these businesses, which creates this mist-type rain. And instead of this mist-type rain instead of the rain passing over like natural rain does, this mist-type rain just lingers, sometimes for 3 days straight. And it just goes on and on and on. And the reason they are using this type of illegal weather modification and why they are creating the mist-type rain, and you could see it if you look carefully at the first video I made in the cemetery the other day, this blankets the entire tree with moisture. Natural rain, because it falls at different speeds, different angles, does not blanket the entire tree. The whole tree does not normally get wet. That's why, a lot of time you can be out and hide underneath a tree or golfing and stay dry. This mist rain, like I said, because the whole atmosphere is not only 100% humidity, this mist type rain just goes and goes and goes. And that is what is slowly killing all the trees in my neighborhood. Not the made up ash tree disease that the city of St. Paul and government had made up. No. And unfortunately, because a lot of my other videos had gotten erased, what caught me onto this is because I used to be a newspaper carrier for 13, 14 years. And not only did I seen them spraying the chemtrails in the middle of the night and watching the weather change all throughout the day, it was last summer when I started to notice in the middle of summer these steam and these fog that was appearing in the middle of summer. And while I was out delivering one of the main cooling towers, which is right down the street from not far from where I live, that's where I saw what was going on. And I put 2 and 2 together and then started to, of course, do research and look it up. And of course, I'm correct. But like I said, we do not have normal rain anymore. We only have this mist type rain that just lingers and lingers and lingers. But we're going to go on a little tree dying tour right now. Let's go. And I'm going to try to get across the street here, but I'll start with this one. But you can even just tell the birch trees are just taking a beating too. That usually is all white, but you can just see what it looks like here. But we're going to start here, and as you can see here, I'm going to give you guys a good view of the street here. But let's just go this way first. But we're going to walk down. Very first tree we're coming across here. How does that look, guys? Look familiar? Look like the ones that I just showed you the other day in the cemetery, and the holes and the other tree. Okay, next one. And if you think, again, these are all ash trees, you're fucking retarded. No offense. Next tree. So this is why when I come out of my house, I've been so depressed the last few months, because I literally come out of my house, and when I drive my kid to school, and this is what I was obviously going through this when I was out delivering the paper too, but it's gotten so much worse since over the winter, because they were doing this all winter long. This is how they created the snow, and like I said, this fog that's been lingering in the sky all winter long. It's just unbelievable. But like I said here, every single tree I come across, has this green fungus growing all over the tree. And this is how, like I said, every single tree is in Como Park. Every single tree. And they've already gone around and cut down thousands and thousands of trees. And as I tried to explain in my other videos, you know, I've never honestly seen the city of St. Paul, because we live right in the park, and you can just see here how this tree is just starting to develop all these weird, I don't even know what you call that, but I mean, it's just so unhealthy. And just look at this, how the tree's just dripping wet. And that's like I said, why they create this mist type rain, because that's what it does. The whole tree gets blanketed in moisture. And like I said, it's just so sad. So sad. This breaks my heart. This one isn't as bad, but you start to see these things, and that's what's, like I said, these weird holes that are starting to develop on all the trunks of the tree. I'll go two more here, and then I'll go across the street. I'm going to try to make this one fairly short today, because I don't think people usually maybe watch the whole 12 minutes. But right now I'm on Hoyt Avenue, and not that you guys care, but this street, like I said, leads back down to my house. If I go down that street, I can kind of get back over to where my house is, over by the lake. But we'll go over to the other side of the street here. And like I said, every single tree in my neighborhood, and you can even see it growing on that pine tree over there, but every one of these trees. And I'm going to try to get a better view of the birch tree when I come up here. But again, these are not all ash trees. These are all many different species of trees. I wish the leaves were on them so I could prove that and show it to you guys. But and yeah, that's what I was saying about the birch trees. These they look so sick too. That one that I showed you when I first got out of the car, that's what I've seen happen to so many other birch trees. And again, you can just see up there just the tree just dripping wet. Branches falling all over the ground, and that's what's happening again. And the sad thing about it is most people, I'm telling you, even this green fungus that's growing on all the trees, people are not seeing it. People are not seeing it. I have not heard anyone talk about it. I'm the only one talking about it, and when I tell people about it, they just give me this look like, huh? What are you talking about? But another birch tree, which should be all white. I mean, look at this, another one in just someone's yard here. That's some sort of, it looks like an apple tree, but these are these odd holes, and that's like what's happening with the tree in my front yard. These huge cracks that just bust open the whole bark of the tree. But yeah, look at this tree. I mean, you can just see the whole thing is just nasty. I mean, the whole tree is just rotten. But I'm getting down back closer to where my car is. I'm gonna give you guys just a little view here, and again, because no one's from where I'm from, it's not like it's gonna make any of you guys sad, but this breaks my heart. Like I said, and I don't think I've ever explained how many years, but I'm 43 years old, and I've lived in this neighborhood for my entire life, other than for 5 years when I lived in Jamaica. But another birch tree, which should be all white, and just look at that thing. I mean, it's just unbelievable. But my childhood, where I'm about to bring you, brings back just some fond memories, and I still play golf. Unfortunately, not much like I used to, but you can just see, look at this birch tree. I mean, the entire thing is just disgusting, just disgusting. But as I was saying here, come over here, and this is the golf course that I grew up on and played so many rounds of golf on, and all over the winter. And that's where my sister's boyfriend, who doesn't know anything about any of this stuff, first made a comment. It was almost like a cryptic comment. I overheard the conversation. What are they doing with all the trees on the golf course? Why are they cutting down? They've cut down hundreds of trees out on this golf course. And here's just another one that, I mean, you can just see here that's obviously eventually going to get cut down here. But, you know, these are completely different trees, but you can see a different type of, almost like a fungus type mushroom growing on these other little type ones. I don't know what that is exactly, so I don't want to, you know, say too much, but you can just see though that even on these little trees, and these trees are little. I mean, they haven't even been here that long. These are probably, I mean, when you get a look at it, these have probably been here for, I don't know, 5-10 years. But and I'm gonna cut this off here very shortly, but just showing you guys where all this is really happening. And you can't see it through the camera, but I can even see out there those trees I'm focusing on right now. Got the green fungus growing all over it too. And on this tree, which is like literally on the golf course, same thing. And one of these days I'm gonna go out there, because I mean, you can just, I can tell just by looking. I mean, there used to be trees all up there. This is lots of trees out on this golf course. It's notorious for it. But again, a different species of tree, and how we saw some of that same kind of stuff. I don't know what that is, but on this side of the tree, you can see where it is here. But like I said, the cooling towers are how they are creating this mist type rain. And that is what is killing all the trees here. Chemtrails definitely don't help the cause. So the few days that we do get sun, the trees never get a chance to dry out. But the reality of it is this mist type rain, because these trees are just becoming like pretty much waterlogged. It's just destroying them, and that's what makes fungus grow in the first place. But I'm gonna just cut it here, guys, about the same length as my last one, right around 13 minutes. Thanks for watching.